What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video, as you might have guessed it by the title, is not a happy video. And to be honest with you, I didn't want to film this video and I still don't want to film it and I don't want to upload it, but I know I will end up uploading it because I want to share with you the dark side of driving a car. And by that I mean sometimes bad things happen and it's completely out of your hand. Now, I've been in multiple accidents before, and to be completely honest, I was never at fault in any of the accidents I was involved in. And even though I got into this accident yesterday, I still think that I am not at fault. It came out that I am at fault, but I honestly don't think that I'm at fault because I did everything that I was legally required to do. And in the end of the day, I didn't do anything. I was driving, I got hit. So how is it my fault? So yeah, let me go ahead and show you the damage and we'll get back and talk some more. So look at that. How is this my fault? Right? Crazy. Yep. This is what happened, and miraculously the door still works. But look at that. Look at all this. Look at this. So yeah, the car has seen better days. We have a lot of damage on the door. Some nice fitment here. Paint is gone. Paint is gone. I mean, everything over here is completely destroyed. The door is a bit more fixable, dare I say, but just the rear fender is gone. And look at all this art. Look at all this art. So yeah, I'm just gonna let you guys take a look and try to imagine what happened. I mean, the hit is on the side, more like rear side. And yeah, so as you guys just saw, the car is in a pretty rough shape. And hopefully the footage came out good. If it didn't, I will be adding pictures for you guys to see. Basically what happened is I got hit by a motorcycle. Where I live, we have these delivery guys that drive motorcycles really, really fast. And they drive so fast to the point that it's reckless. And as you guys just saw, now thankfully, the guy's okay. And somehow his motorcycle is in way better shape than my car. So yeah, I'm grateful that the guy's okay. In the end of the day, people say this is metal. To me, this is not metal. This is my car. I will have to fix it out of my own pocket because I don't have full insurance. So make sure to have full insurance on your cars. And if your parents are insuring your cars, tell your parents to watch this video. Insure your kids' cars. Make sure your parents insure your cars. You need full insurance. I have third-party liability insurance, which means my insurance will fix the guy's motorcycle, but they're not going to fix my car. And because I am at fault, his insurance is not going to fix my car. So yeah, again, I don't think I was at fault. I am blessed to be a vigilant person. I'm a person who double check. I don't do luck. So I'm always looking, I'm always checking, I'm always understanding and trying to analyze what's happening on the road. And yesterday was just like every other day for me when it comes to driving. I came out of a mall, I was driving, I was looking on the road like I always do. But I mean, here's the thing. When you tell people that, oh, I look all the time, sometimes I do lack. Here's the thing, sometimes I am lacking, sometimes I look back at things, I'm like, oh, thankfully that went this way because otherwise it would have been bad. So yeah, but for the most part, I'm always looking, I'm always trying to understand what's going on. And as I said, yesterday was no different. Here's what happened so you guys understand. There is a U-turn on the side of the, and I will try to put effort into editing this, so maybe I'll add a diagram or whatever. The way U-turns work where I live is quite stupid. I'm about to make a U-turn, there's a guy ahead of me, and that guy ahead of me, if you're watching this, because all this ultimately is your fault. The guy in front of me makes the U-turn. He makes the U-turn and then he comes to a full stop as I am making my U-turn. Now, before I've done my U-turn, my brain is telling me that this guy ahead of me is going to make a U-turn and move on. Like, we're on a main road here. Everybody's moving. There is no point and there is no space for anybody to stop. It's 2 lanes and there's an added extra bit of road just for you to be able to complete a full U-turn. And that's it. There isn't a stopping area or anything for a car to be stopped. So he comes to a full stop. I look to the side. I'm looking. There is nothing. There is nobody coming. And there is a speed bump 50 meters away. And there's these 2 trucks that just came off the speed bump. And for me, it's quite a fair amount of distance for me to make a U-turn, as I always do. I make my U-turn, and you know, as I'm U-turning, this guy just comes to a full stop. Naturally, I'm gonna come to a full stop because, as I mentioned earlier, there isn't any space for you to breathe on these roads. It's very tight, it's very small, and it's very fast paced. I come around, I see him, I stop. The only reason why I stopped is because there was nothing else I could have done. There is nothing, there is genuinely nothing else. I couldn't have predicted this. I couldn't have seen this coming. But in the back of my mind, these trucks are still far away. They're going at a very slow speed, and they can see that there is a guy stopped and there's a guy ahead of him that's stopped. So we're all going to slow down. We're all going to stop. The motorcycle, the delivery guy, decides to come in between both the trucks at very, very reckless speeds, and they do not slow down. Nobody slows down for the speed bumps in the area where I live. Nobody does. They're pretty soft. They're kind of small, so people just fly over them. And he's one of those people. He came flying. He wasn't paying attention. He wasn't looking. And he just came straight into the side of my car. Now, you guys might say that, well, yeah, you're stopped on the road. Well, here's the thing. I did not want to be stopped on the road. Trust me, I wanted to make my U-turn because I was a roundabout away from my house. So I just wanted to go home. And I wanted to have a good night. And it wasn't in my intentions to cause any of this. So anyways, he comes into the side of my car. Obviously, I wasn't surprised. I was more shocked because the impact was so hard. It was very, very, very hard, to the point that when I looked to the side, I could see him right there. Where is it? Right there in the back. I could just see the guy flipping there. And I was like, what is going on? Now, the guy ahead of me comes to a full stop, puts his hazard lights, so I'm like, okay, he's gonna get out. I didn't want to, look, at the time, the most important thing was the safety of the guy that was flying on top of my car. That is the most important thing for me. Whether I'm at fault, whether I wasn't even involved, the safety of others is something that I always consider over a car, over a motorcycle, over these things. So the first thing I do is get out of the car, and I usually get out of the car. I check my car for damage every single time I get into an accident, because they're always light, stupid accidents. Some guy is just being stupid. Some guy on his phone. Some guy can't make a turn properly. It's always these kinds of things. So he's okay. I know he's okay. So that's why I always get out there and I check my car. But for this guy, I knew it was bad because he was coming so fast. I did not see him. And before I made the U-turn, before you say, well, maybe you didn't say, I was looking, and I looked very well, very, very well before I made that U-turn. I'm not trying to brag. I'm just saying I check everything I do, not just when I'm driving, but with everything in life. I'm always double checking. Call me crazy, call me whatever you want. It's just how I am. And there was nothing. There was no sign of that motorcycle. The speed bump is there to slow down those people, to give me a chance to make a U-turn. That's what it's there for. People ignore it. People keep going. People don't look if there are any cars making a U-turn. We make the U-turn. This guy hits me. I get out of the car. I look at him. He's obviously laying down on the floor. And no, I wasn't concerned that he's dead, because yes, it was a hard impact. Yes, he was going fast, but it's to my level of knowledge, this was not a fatal thing. So I just, he got up and then he moved to the side of the road. He got on the sidewalk and he sat down. I turned around to see the other guy. The other guy just drove off. Now, I didn't have time to take a picture of his license plates. Here, if you don't have a picture or video evidence and proof of anything, whatever you're saying is, I'll just give it to you, plain and simple. You come tell me, well, this and that, do you have proof? No, it's bullshit. I mean, it's like that everywhere in the world, but I'm not going to lie about an imaginary car, because why would I stop in the middle of the road? Why would I just do that? And those trucks, they slowed down. I looked, it all took a few seconds. Everything from the minute my car fully left that U-turn, there's a solid line. The second the rear tires cross that line, you have to stop, or at least that's how I think it should be. I looked, they were far, they started to slow down, seeing that two cars are coming out. We came out, he stopped, I stopped. It's just how traffic flow works. The guy ahead of you stops, you stop, and you keep going, you go into him. Could have taken 4 or 5 seconds until I was hit. 5 full seconds, which means this guy was coming really fast. He flew over the speed bump. He did not look, and he wasn't paying attention. I'm glad the guy's okay. I'm glad everything's fine. I'm glad everything ended the way it did. It could have been much, much, much worse for him and for me. So I'm glad and I'm thankful for the outcome of this situation. But if he was just a little bit awake on the road, he would have been completely fine. So he kept going. He went into the side of my car. You guys saw the damage. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I am hit at an angle where my car was already, I made the U-turn. That's what drives me crazy. I made the U-turn, but that in front of me just decided to stop. He decided, I don't know why he decided to stop. I don't know why he stopped. I don't know why he did any of the things he did. But I remember as soon as I got hit, something deep inside me wanted to keep going and hit the guy in front of me. I mean, I was doing 0 miles per hour, 0 kilometers per hour. I was completely stopped. Completely stopped. Maybe there was a bit of a roll in the car. Maybe the car was just about rolling. But it's not like I made a U-turn very quickly because there was a motorcycle coming, so I have to get down. It was so simple. It was so slow. Everybody was slow. It was much, much better than it is every single day. I take that road. I make that U-turn every single day of my life. Every single day. I have not missed a day of making that U-turn for a very long time. I make it every single day. Everything was slow. These people knew we were coming. They tried to give us some space. People are usually not nice. People here are. These guys were nice. They give us space. We come out, and he stops. He's still coming so fast. He comes into the side of my car. He flies. His motorcycle is destroyed. Don't get me wrong, but it's not as bad as you think it is. It's not as bad as you think it is. Everything's still attached. Everything looks fine. But obviously, he was in a lot of pain. I try to speak to the guy. Obviously, here they don't speak any language that you can speak. They don't speak Arabic. They don't speak English. And that's as much as I can speak. He sits on the side of the road. The other guy takes off. These delivery guys, they're all a tribe. So 1,000 motorcycles come. 1,000 motorcycles stop. They're all coming at me. What are you doing? What is happening? Shut. Some guy came out of a truck and he started shouting. He raised his voice, and I got a little upset because I'm still shocked, and I got super mad because now I'm getting blamed for this. The guy that probably is the reason behind all of that took off, and here I am now. So I reacted in a way that's not so good with the guy that owned the truck, and he just ended up leaving. I'm not gonna say what happened because I don't want any more problems, because problems love me. Everything doesn't work out, everything is horrible, but thank God anyways. These other motorcycle guys. What? No, you not. Here coming. Here, ba 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 ba. I don't understand a single. Honestly, I knew I wasn't at fault. When the police came, they were talking to me and they're like, "Yeah, you're not at fault. It's his fault." And then they went up to the guy and they're like, "Why are you going so fast? This, that." So deep inside, I knew I'm not at fault. I was concerned about his safety, of course. So I was just okay. He needed an ambulance. They called an ambulance, and I was like, okay. He needs to go to the hospital based on his own actions. This is the consequence of your act. This was what my brain was thinking at the time. Stood there for an hour and a half. They're asking what happened. I explained the story, kind of like I did with you guys. I was coming out, blah, 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 blah. They're like, oh, okay, fine. Give us your license. Give us this. Give us that. Give us. I just kept giving stuff. And, you know, in the back of my mind, I'm giving because, like, it's fine here. I want to go home. You know, at that point, I haven't realized the damage that's been done on my car. I just looked at his motorcycle and I understand that, yeah, I mean, his motorcycle's fine. He probably, he has full insurance. His insurance will fix his motorcycle and fix my car, which was very important for me because I knew my car is going to get fixed anyway. So when I went to look at my car, oh, good God. Oh, good. The police officer was talking to me and I looked at my car and I was like, I froze. I looked at my car and I froze, and he's talking to me. I was like, what is this? Well, I thought my car got hit again. I thought something, I didn't understand what was happening. My car was pretty, as you guys can see. You know, I kept giving them the things they kept asking for. The guy wasn't giving anything. The guy didn't want to take out his license. It was just the same that happens every single time. Same time last year, I had the same thing. Obviously, the damage wasn't as bad. And I was going over a speed bump, and next thing you know, there's a guy on my roof. That's what happened. Because they fly over speed bumps. They fly over f***ing speed bumps. And we eat for the they do. I eat because some guy cannot comply with the road rules. How? I don't understand. I don't see where... I mean, I respect their decision that was made. And I'm glad the guy is okay. But in the end of the day, I didn't hit anybody. I got hit. I am grateful. Everything's okay. My car is destroyed. I don't have insurance to fix it. I don't think it's going to be cheap to fix the damage on this car. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's going to be cheap to fix. It doesn't look cheap. It doesn't look cheap, and it doesn't look easy, and it doesn't look like it's going to take a week or two to fix. I came back here for a few weeks to have a little bit of fun. and then I'm gonna be going back to Florida. My car, I'm gonna sit here without a car till I leave. My car is gonna be sitting in the garage. I'm gonna have a fine on my license. My insurance is gonna fix his motorcycle. My insurance rates are gonna go up. For what? For what? Some of you guys might say it's my fault. Some of you guys might say it's not my fault. So yeah, I wanted to make this video to share with you guys that you need to be careful on the road. If it's meant to happen, it will happen. I'm a Muslim, and I believe that this could have been something much worse. So thank God for everything that has happened. Thank God everyone's fine. Thank God it's all over. It is the best of the worst that could have happened, if that makes sense. It could have been much worse. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say I'm glad the guy's okay. Deep inside, I really am glad. I'm happy the guy's fine. But why is it my fault? Like, why? Like, I don't know. Maybe some of you guys are road analysis experts and you can tell me why it's my fault. And before you say it's the guy in front of me took off and there was nothing I could have done, why didn't you take his license plate? Why didn't you? I didn't. Be in my shoes first, get this kind of impact, and look outside, see some guy lying on the floor, and then tell me you got a picture of the license plate. I'm the one who got hit, or I am the one who hit the motor. Somehow I hit the motorcycle. You tell me how I hit the motor. I am out of words. Thank God. I'm glad the guy's fine. I'm glad. I mean, I'm fine. It was a motorcycle, so I didn't, nothing happened to me physically. I'm used to being in accidents. I've seen many accidents. I've been in many accidents. It always feels the same. It always sneaks up on you. You never see it coming. It always just, oh, I've been in an accident. I mean, so far I didn't get a report yet. So you never know, but the police did say that it was my fault, but they're still going to investigate it and see. It's most probably going to come back my fault. But if otherwise happens, it says that it's not my fault. That would be great, but it's not going to happen. I mean, the guy deserves the help and stuff he's going to get. We tried our best with him. We went to see him and all these things. Again, I could be completely wrong. Okay, I could be completely wrong. The guy could have been in front of the trucks, camouflaged, and I just didn't see him. In my opinion, that's not what happened. It's not what happened. And it is what I experienced, and it is what, I can't, and I still can't believe it. It's just one of those, it's still not, I haven't processed what happened yet. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have a nice car in Dubai and don't mind us reviewing it, don't worry, we don't review cars on the road like this. We take them to a closed area because we're aware that there are on the road. So yeah, if you have a nice car in Dubai and you don't mind us reviewing it, comment down below and we'll get in touch with you and we'll film your very nice car. And yeah, hopefully next video won't be as bad as this video. And yeah, there is hopefully good things coming soon on the channel. I'm not 100% sure because, as I said earlier, nothing ever works out for me. If this does, be excellent. If it doesn't, it's just another one of those things that didn't work out. It is what it is. I'll see you guys next video.